girl suddenly realized that her dad might be mentally retarded. "Dad, did God make you like this on purpose or not?" Dad said, "I don't know what you're talking about. You are different from other people's dads." The man was momentarily speechless and could only keep saying sorry to his daughter. But the daughter didn't complain at all and instead comforted her dad. "It's okay, Dad. No need to apologize. I'm lucky. Other people's dads don't go to the park with them." The man acted like a child compared to his smart and understanding daughter. "He's dancing around like a child. This man's name is Sam. He's been working at the cafe for 10 years as a waiter. He hasn't even learned the basics of cashiering because underneath his 30-year-old exterior, he has a 7-year-old soul. For him, life is simple and pure." The small cafe was always filled with laughter because of Sam. Until one day, he welcomed his daughter into the world. Seeing this angelic little life, Sam was ecstatic. He named his daughter Lucy. "Oh my God, you're my daughter and I'm her father." But Lucy's real mother didn't seem happy at all. Finally, she slipped away when Sam wasn't looking, leaving Sam and the baby alone. Turns out the woman was a stray Sam adopted. Lucy was just an accident to her. It was just a place to stay, and she didn't want the responsibility of being a mother. But for Sam, who has an IQ of 7, it's going to be a huge ordeal. He doesn't know how to deal with this little life. He often woke up in the middle of the night to the sound of his daughter crying, but he didn't know why his daughter was crying. He didn't know what size diaper to put on his daughter or even what formula to buy. The long hours of stress left Sam exhausted and overwhelmed. Until one night, his daughter's cries caught the attention of a neighbor. She realized Sam's situation. She patiently taught Sam how to be a good father. From then on, Sam stopped fretting and did his best to take care of Lucy. On this day, Sam's friends, some straw men, suddenly came to Sam's house. They were all Sam's friends, although they were all mentally handicapped. They were all kind-hearted. They treated Lucy as if she were their own and often came to visit her. In this way, Sam became a full-time nanny, and he often worked while taking care of Lucy. But as his daughter grew older, Sam could no longer take Lucy to work. He entrusted Lucy to a neighbor, and soon Lucy grew up healthy. She was curious about the world and would ask Sam strange questions, and Sam was always happy to answer. "Daddy, why are there snowflakes? The snow just falls." "Daddy, what is mustard?" "It's yellow ketchup."
Yellow ketchup.
Soon Lucy was of school age. Sam wants to give his daughter a pair of shoes as a gift, and his friends help him too. But when it came time to check out, he realized that he couldn't afford a pair of shoes with the money he had, so the friends donated all their money. In the end, Lucy not only got a brand new pair of shoes, the store clerk also gave each of them a balloon. A group of big, carefree kids, walking in style. As Lucy grows older, he realizes that his father is different. They stopped at Silas. Yes, Silas. Watching her father struggle, Lucy hurriedly pulled out the simple picture book. Even though she had heard it a million times, nothing mattered as long as she could stay by her father's side. Soon, Lucy's 7th birthday arrived. Sam invites all of Lucy's classmates and her parents to surprise her. But just then, one boy was uncooperative, and an anxious Sam pushed him. The boy's father ran over and pushed Sam to the ground. Lucy, who had just entered, saw the scene. The boy lies to Sam to get back at him. She said that you were not her real father and that she was adopted. Lucy was overwhelmed and ran out of the house. No one knows that one of the parents present is the head of a child protection agency. He thought Sam was incapable of raising Lucy and took Sam to court. He demanded that Sam quit being a parent and find Lucy a new foster home. He even limited the number of times Sam could visit Lucy, twice a week for 2 hours each time, which broke Sam's heart. "Why can't Lucy come home with me? I want her to come home with me." But the judge had ruled, and Tom had no choice but to turn to his friends. They happened to see an advertisement for a lawyer in a book, so Sam finds a lawyer. But when they found out that Sam was not only mentally retarded but also penniless, they threw him out. But he didn't give up easily. That day, the lawyer's firm has an in-house party, and Sam comes back for help. But once again, the lawyer refused. It was soon time to visit his daughter, but Sam missed the bus. Lucy, he was 1 hour and 45 minutes late. He only has a few minutes left. "You can't go ahead." Sam finally arrives, but as soon as he sees her, he drops his pressed. But Lucy doesn't care. As they talked, Sam could tell at a glance that his daughter wasn't happy. He looked at his daughter with a sad face. Sam was determined to get custody of his daughter, so he once again asked his colleagues for help, and they all came up with ideas. The lawyer not only accepted Sam's commission, but also said it was free of charge. Sam was very happy and gave the lawyer a big hug. But to win the case, there must be witnesses who could prove that Sam was capable of raising his daughter on his own. But Sam's friends were obviously too mentally retarded to be witnesses, so Sam goes to his neighbor and tries to get her to testify. But the ever-helpful neighbor simply refuses. It turns out she's severely autistic and can't get out of the house. Soon the day of the trial arrives and Sam still can't find a qualified witness. Only his friends showed up. Sam, who has an IQ of only 7 years old, watched as both sides argued in the courtroom. He tried to act like an adult. In the end, there was no result, and he had to wait for the next trial. Soon it was time to visit his daughter again. Father and daughter were having fun together. But it didn't last long. 2 hours passed quickly. But Lucy sneaks out during a bathroom break. She told Sam that the janitor had agreed to let them out together. And just like that, Sam is abducted by his daughter. But on the outside, Lucy asks Sam to take her with him to escape to another town, to change her name and start a new life. But at night, they are arrested. The lawyer arrived on the news and cursed Sam because taking his daughter away during the defense would undo the effort. But it's too late now. Another lawyer has arrived. Lucy lies for the first time in the face of the bearded man's questions. She lied about going to the foster home last night. Looking at his lying daughter, Sam is at a loss for words. He can only kiss her over and over again through the screen. When he came home at night, Sam could only cry alone in secret. The next door neighbor saw it all. Soon it was time for the third hearing. And this time, the owner of the coffee shop came. He proved Sam's ability and also promised to give Sam a promotion and a raise. To everyone's surprise, the neighbor lady with autism came trembling, and her presence changed the situation. Look at Lucy. She's tough. You all think she's smarter than Sam. In fact, she's smarter because of Sam. Yet just then, the bearded man suddenly asked a pointed question. What about your family? Turns out he's already looked into his neighbor's past. It was her father who caused her harm in childhood that led to her autism. So he doesn't want Sam to repeat it. But now that she's been publicly exposed, she's completely unable to testify in court. So the trial is temporarily adjourned. In the evening, the lawyer takes Sam home. She teaches Sam over and over again how to deal with the judge tomorrow. Finally, she prepared a suit for Sam to make him look more like an adult. But the next day, Sam, who had just been promoted, while learning how to make coffee, he accidentally stains his suit. As a result, he went to court with a terrible face. He was very nervous, and the bearded man kept asking questions. Sam didn't know how to answer. Finally, the bearded man asked one last question. It was the last straw that broke the camel's back. I know you like it. Don't you think she deserves more? Maybe everyone's right. I don't want to say anymore. It's over. In the end, Sam gave up custody of Lucy because he couldn't give her more. Maybe the only way to give Lucy up was to give her a better upbringing. Soon, it was time for another visitation. Sam brings a bouquet of flowers to surprise Lucy. But when he arrived at the foster home, he found her sitting in a yard full of flowers. He looked at the flowers in his hand, knowing that his daughter was doing well. He turned away. What he didn't know was that Lucy had been waiting at the door for her father. Back home, Sam loses hope in life because he misses his daughter so much. He quit his job at the cafe and stayed home all day. The lawyer, who was informed of the situation, kicked open the door of Sam's room. A shocking scene was found. Sam had locked himself in his room. The lawyer convinced Sam to appeal for custody. But this time, Sam chose to give up. You don't know what it's like when you keep trying and you never succeed. You were born perfect. I was born that way. You don't know what it's like to be hurt. Looking down at a disheveled Sam, the lawyer pushed through the paper wall to let out years of depression in one fell swoop. You thought you were the only one suffering. Turns out, she's not as glamorous as she seems. She knew her husband was cheating on her, but pretended not to know. She could only paralyze herself by working. But in the end, even her son alienated her because of the lack of companionship. No matter how hard she tried, she could not improve her relationship with her son. It wasn't until she met Sam that she realized she needed more companionship. No amount of money can buy the missing emotions. Two people living in different worlds heal each other. The lawyer learns to be there for her, and Sam is revitalized. He got his job back. He found the courage to come and see his daughter. You didn't even come. You never called. You forgot me. How could you forget me? I didn't forget you. I hate you. I hate you. His daughter's angry screams were like a sharp blade that pierced deep into Sam's heart. In order to see his daughter more easily, he quietly moved his home near the foster home every day after that. Sam would hide in the distance and silently watch his daughter. Until one day, when Sam was getting ready to walk his dog, he had an unexpected encounter with Lucy. It was then that Lucy's stepmother realized that Sam had moved into her house. After that day, Lucy would sneak out every night. She would cross the street to her father's house alone. But when Lucy fell asleep, Sam would bring him back every time. No matter how hard the stepmother tried, she could not change Lucy's mind. Eventually, the stepmother was moved by her father's love for Lucy. Even though she loved Lucy very much, she decided to return her to Sam. There is no doubt that Lucy is lucky because she is surrounded by good people. Feeling stepmother's deep love for Lucy, Sam hopes to feel Lucy's missing mother's love by raising her with her stepmother. At the end of the story, Lucy grows up happily with both families raising her together. Maybe Sam's wisdom is limited, but the love he can't give to Lucy is infinite. In this impatient society, I hope that kindness can be treated gently. I hope all the goodness will come as it should. Remember to like and follow. I'm Scissor Movie. See you next time.